Yeah. Well, and at least this will be something.
So you've got the contract now, or you're still waiting for it?
I have it. Well, I don't have it. I just
Okay.
had to sign an agreement. This is what they said. What did they say? Because I'm making
Is it a non-disclosure agreement, NDA?
no, this is let's see. Insurance. Where was this? Darn it, did I not? Let's see. I thought I had it in here. New business. Oh, hold on. It was in this email. Oops, I'll bring this down here. Yeah, it's just come. Okay, there's that. So I have to fill out this back form. Oh, okay. So I just sent her email absolutely reviewing the contract as part of the onboarding. Okay, never mind. So that's what I wanted to see, the onboarding process. But I was like,
Well, okay.
just getting into their game because now it's like crunch time, but I'm still not gonna. Well, yeah, we'll just see what happens. How are you feeling?
Feeling all right.
Nothing's too sore.
Not too bad. No.
All right, so we can make up for it. So how were you on the last day? Or on Wednesday, were you pretty sore?
Um, yeah, but by Friday it was recovering.
Okay,
But,
perfect.
yeah.
Is there anything you want to work on in particular today?
Um, yeah, maybe some.
Like a fitness genie. No.
I don't know. Maybe some. Defense and just kind of staying at angles and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just making sure that.
No, well, if there's anything, like I said, this is where like
Right.
you can,
I should be thinking about it before.
yeah, well, we'll work those angles on this one. So let's go in here with, actually, yeah, we'll start a little variation of a warm up with these. Get some footwork drills. Can't mess up my lap right now. No. So we're just gonna start. We'll go 30 seconds and then we're gonna go 6 rings. I'm gonna go multiple things in here. So 2 feet in, 2 feet out, 2 feet in, 2 feet out. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Let's see that. So this next one, we're gonna go hopping in, then hop, slam, slam, hop, slam, slam. So, or not hop, but just stepping in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shift this so I can, we'll do, actually, yeah, we're gonna go get a hit on this one. I'm just gonna tape these lines right in here. Actually, let's do that 6. That way I won't, or let's go 4. Actually, yeah, here we go. We'll go this way. We're gonna put you on the edge. That way, because I see a gap in there, I don't want your toe to go in there. We're going down and back, 30 seconds. And go time. Yep. There, and time.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, now This is what we're gonna do, is we're gonna go side shuffle. So every time we're gonna go side, out, in, out, kind of shuffling in and out. 30 seconds. Now I got the whole tape one, so we're not proud of me. That was just a
Repair.
yeah. I was like, what? And didn't see it. It's all camouflage. 30 seconds with a hop in, boom, hop out, bring it in. Every time you go in the circle, raise the ball. Yep, and we'll go. Perfect. You slip and slide. That was it. Good. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna really get those legs on fire. So now the cardio is warmed up. So we're gonna hop in every two. We're gonna go out, touch your fingertips or your legs, and then touching in. And then we're gonna kind of jump in, out, in, out, going all the way down and back. It's one time. There we go. So two, hop in, hands go on the outside circle, hop out, hands go. So stay in that circle. So every two, once you're here, and then here,
Okay.
and then. Yep, and now hop. There you go. In, out, perfect. In, out, good. In, out, there you go. Out. Good job. Coming back. Awesome. Thumbs on those legs.
Yeah, my ass.
In your abs, perfect. Okay, so this one, if you need water, you can grab some water. And we'll set up this next one here. We're gonna go. Pedal. Lift. It goes off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 10, kind of. Ooh, yeah, maybe lighter, the red ones. So you're gonna go or staying back. You can go with the red ones because that's a lot on your shoulders.
Okay.
You'd rather go lighter. If it's too light, we'll go 20 reps.
I use more reps.
Yeah, if it's too, yeah, so just going in, but this will not be pulling when we go. We're just hit the bicep or run that delts. There we go.
So you want me to crouch?
Just a little slight leg bent. So as this goes out, yep, and then shoot over just a hair bit. There you go. Then you're gonna go up and let the
Straight
fingers
arm?
touch. Straight arm, slightly bent. You can still feel that on the chest, right? Two. That's good. Wait, yeah, three. Good. Yeah, the blue one up like two. 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Now stepping forward, having those arms straight, you're gonna curl right to your chest. And go 10 times. And then perfect. 1. Is that okay? 2. Oh, that's stretching on that. 3, 4. If that's too light, we can go to 20. Good job. Good job. Yep. Then keeping those arms, so let's come back and curl right there. There you go. Really get that arch. Earn the burning. Yeah, good job, Michael. You got it, brother. 20. All right. Now, next one, we're gonna kind of go back flies, kind of straight, but staying low. You know what I mean? So you're gonna go 10. Boom. And then you're gonna go 10 rows coming back. So superset 10 and 10. Back flies maybe stepping a little closer, and then the rows will step back further. Excuse me. It's these ones down in California. Oh. Come back to Bend, it's coming.
Yeah.
Good job. Get this in. And then just a roll, yep. And as you roll, you can kind of rotate, yep, there you go. Good. Two, yeah, so I pinch those. Get the legs right on here. Actually, we'll get the triceps next. So you grab, hold on to that one, and you're gonna grab on the opposite arm. Grab on the opposite arm. Oh yeah, already I was just gonna show you.
Okay.
So if you face me,
Yeah.
there you go. So this elbow is just have this in tight. So what I want you to do is lock that tricep out. So if you want more resistance, just so it's keeping next to your tricep, yep, try to keep this pressed to your body. 3, feel that there. 4, and that shoulder, getting 10, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good job. Yep. Tell you, makes me appreciate where I live at now. I was like, man, the road rage, I had good patience, and I'm not there forever. And I was like, the cars were going on the shoulder to pass, and I was like,
This is LA?
San Diego.
San Diego.
And I was like, man, I can't imagine LA. It would have been 10
Yeah.
times worse. Like, this was nice. And then people would cut us off, beat us to the red light. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, and I just looked at the guy and I was just like, and he was like, he knew what he did, but it was like, you cut off all these people to beat us to
Right.
this thing.
I
And
know,
that just,
I know, yeah, I used to drive down there too. and
Oh.
like, yeah, how do you wait to get out of here?
yeah. I was like,
mean, I know, it's just like,
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this on your foot. And I'm gonna work your hamstring, but have this arch all the way here. You're gonna go back 1 and come up 2. So this is gonna work both your legs and. Yeah, but that was it was good testing my patience, I guess.
right.
Yep, and keeping that arch back and use me for balance if need be. We're gonna get 10, 2, good. There you go, 3, yep. And kick back further, there you go. Up. But I ran into a couple of kids, young men now. At 2 of them at the airport, 1 down in Coronado. I told them, I'm down here if you want to come and have breakfast. And be down here for a little bit, but then my flight leaves. Good job.
So who was that?
So one of the kids I used to train, I haven't seen him in a while. He works at the Avalon Airport at the Redmond restaurant. I can
Oh,
do it
yeah.
for you. Right above, and he came down, he was walking and saw a guy walking up fast. I was like, whoa, whoa, like I always have, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wherever
right.
I'm at, I'm not paranoid, but I guess paranoid and prepared. Yeah, he was one of the managers up there. So I was like, hey, he's like, it's been so long, coach, and his training's on. I missed you. I was like, hey, I missed you too. But so you're still training? I was like, always, but just not in a group class. Well, yeah, it's hard. And one of the other kids that made it to the nationals, he was going for Vegas
Wrestling?
yeah.
Wow.
So Leif was coming in and was coming, so this one we're gonna go on the ankle. What I want you to do is stepping out 1, not a big lunge, but I want that hip and that IT bands to work. We're gonna go 10 on one side, 10 on the other. And yeah, it was funny. I was like, man, and I was also, because he was the one that won the triple crown. So I asked him, do I call you king? Do I call you queen? How does it work? You got folk style freestyle in Greco.
Wow.
Yeah, Greco. 2 times in a row, so it's like
What weight class?
178 or 180, whatever
Uh-huh.
that, like he's in that 170 to 180 bracket. And he was just super strong.
Yeah,
That's when I had him in here with Hawken, the kid that's in Coronado. He's coming down, he's going for round 2 for buds. So he's gonna go back in a couple of months. So SEAL teams.
oh,
So
yeah,
he didn't make it, he got injured, and I was like, well, now you know what's coming on this next round, so you can be a little bit more prepared. And yeah, he was it was cool seeing him, and he's like needing more people, but I told him I have some people to train with, but I don't want to put him in, don't want him going alone because of the shady area and the people. I don't know who he has there.
oh, down in San Diego.
So this is in LA.
Oh, in LA.
Yeah, so I was like, you would want to come like not by yourself, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, I mean, you know you can handle yourself, but you can't go in these certain areas and you just don't know what the other person's gonna be.
Yeah, faster than the gun.
Yeah, and so this one, what I want you to do is I want you to shot put up and coming down, but just maybe it fits down low with your shoulder instead of going up at an angle. We'll go 10 on one side. And so as this comes back, you're gonna step, pivot like it's a straight arm pitch. Yep, 1. Is that a good weight? 2. Better. Good job. 8, 2 more. 9, 10, good job. But it was really cool seeing the granddaughter, man. Oh, babies have such a grip. And I was like, what the heck? She grabbed a hold of my skin. I thought she was gonna leave like a hicking or like, I was like, and I was like, I'm taking it, but then she got in my nose and just her little finger. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, my eyes were watering. I was like, and then Sasha, I mean, the mom has hair. She's like, you don't have hair. She goes for the skin. And she pulled my daughter's hair. I was like, man. And Sasha's like, okay, stop.
How old is she?
9 months, just over 9 months. I was like, happy baby. But when she's hungry and tired, not so happy.
Not so happy.
It's like a war coming on. Yeah, that
Well, like
was
Transformation like the Exorcist or something.
oh my gosh, yeah, it was like, what the heck?
Getting
She's
hungry.
there and yeah, they had a little swing that we put together, and I was like, well, on a branch, and I was like, well, just check the branch, but don't swing her like high. But I was like, I'm the parents, and I was like, I just gotta be a little quiet. After let's go on the abs, let the body rest for a second. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go 5 raises, boom, and then you're gonna go 5 tucks. Getting those obliques. But yeah. So straight leg dip, staying down. 1, 2, raise up as high as you can. 3, there you go. 4, good. 5, now bring this into your chest. Come up on your palm. 1, 2, there you go. 3, good. 4, 5. And although the first night was scary because it was like stranger danger, you know, she doesn't recognize me, which is good, but she was bawling. And then I was like, the next day I was nervous because I was like, I wanted to spend time with her.
Right.
But that's it. And then tuck. Yep. There you go. 1, and come up on that palm and hold. There you go. 2, and then back down. Back up. 3. That's it. 4. 1 more. 5, and stay down on your back. We're gonna go here. 5. We're gonna grab the kettlebell, and we're gonna go. And I'll show you here. So we're gonna go 3 times, keeping this kettlebell straight up at your face. So I want you to turn and reach. As this turns, I'm gonna come up 1. And I want you to slowly get the negative and then come back down. So you're going 2 different positions. This is 15 pounds. Let me know if that's too heavy, but we're gonna get 5. And you're gonna roll to your side. Now coming up using your left hand, one. There you go. Roll to that side, coming up, and then come back down and try to get that elbow. Now come down. Then elbow, yep, roll to your side. Now pushing up so your palm comes all the way up, palm, elbow up. There you go. Now slowly get that negative. 3, 2 more. There you go. There you go, palm. There you go. 4, 1 more. Got it, Michael. Got it. You got it. Excellent. 5. Good work. Is that okay on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Because this is going to make up our stabilizers. Right in here. Roll to your side. Yep. And then come up, palm up. There you go. 1. Good job, brother. You got it. 1 more. 2. 3. More. 4. Excellent. 1 more. Good job. 5. Move. Do actually, we're gonna go in. We're gonna get the little. You want to stay low, wrap your feet, and then your edges in. So what I want you to do is touch, come up 1, touch, come up 2. So you get those hip flexors and those lower abs. 10 of those. Yeah, it was super fun. And this will go on the edge of your feet. Keep that. There you go. And then yep, you're gonna drill past your belly button 1, and you can touch. There you go. Feels. Yep. 2. Good job. 3. Good work. Good work. 4. 5. 5 more. You got it. You got it. Good. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last 1. 10. Good job. Got it. We're gonna do a little cardio. 20 seconds. We're gonna go multiple exercises. First 20 seconds, just jumping jacks. Boom. Next 20 seconds, kettlebell swings. Boom. Next 20 seconds, rotating. And we're gonna kind of repeat that down. So as this goes here, hold it less, not up as high, but hold it down toward your shoulders, but keep this out a little bit further. 20 seconds. Jumping jacks. You ready? We got 2 rounds. 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks. Yep. Just like that. Perfect. Keep it going. And we got side to side kettlebell swings. Or sorry, kettlebell swings. Boom. And 3, 2, 1. Kettlebell swings. There you go. Squeezing those glutes. And then we got side to side, keeping that below your waist. 2, 1, just staying below. There you go, pivoting off. Yep. Fast swings, getting that core activated. Good job. 7 seconds. Then we're going back to the jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. And you can even curl it out. There you go. Good job. Yeah, first time going down in first class, and then that was pretty nice. I was like, man, there's a lot more room.
Yeah.
I was like, I could get used to this. No,
Get some breakfast?
no, they didn't. And now swings, well, they had I guess limited 4 options or meals, and then I had snack cheese and they served cocktails. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, all right, well.
They were too early, right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was, well, it wasn't, and now side to side. It wasn't too bad, just I left around lunchtime.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, I didn't want to I had to be there at 12. Well, no, I had my flight left at 3, but I went with Annalise to the airport. 3, 2, 1. So she started at 12. All right. So first movement, what we'll do is we'll really work that stationary movement. And then what I want you to do is just hopping in 1 inch. But we're gonna do a slip. So whatever leg's forward. So say if your left leg's forward, what I want you to do is slip. And all I want you to do is just turn the shoulders, but don't keep your eyes staying forward. So as I turn, I'm gonna bob, weave, lean back, and then I come back. I want you to feel this all the way activated on that leg. Yep. Bob, weave, lean back. Good. Yep. Now slip, bob, weave, lean back. There's 2. We're gonna get 10. Slip. Yep. So draw like a smiley face. There you go. 3. Good. Slip. Weave. 4. Good. That's it. 5. 5. Yep. So slipping, bobbing, weaving, lean back. 6. 7. Good. Slip, bob, weave. 8. 2 more. Good. That's it. All on the leg. 9. Last one. 10. Good. Feel that on the
Yeah.
leg?
Especially after what I just did.
Yeah. And so as we slip here, you're gonna slip. Yep. But keep your head staying here. So don't slip and turn away. See, so as I slip, I'm just enough to turn the fist. So imagine my fist. It's right there. You go. Bob underneath. Weave, lean back. There's 1. Slip, yes. 2. Good. 3. 4. 5. 6. 4 more. Good job. 7. Using those legs, bring that back foot in so you get a good base. 8. 2 more. Here we go. 9. 1 more. 10. Good. The legs.
I was.
Now, when this goes in, all I want you to do is just hop, staying in one side. So imagine I'm gonna just shoot a noodle edge. Actually, yeah. Yeah, so if I go, actually, all I want you to do is let's start here. So I want you to hop 1 foot on behind this line and 1 foot in front of it. So as this goes here, you're just gonna hop all the way down. So as I'm on this stance, I'm just going here, boom, boom. Just making these lateral motion going in. I'm gonna try to go straight towards your face. So hop 1, yep. Wait till I come at you though. You're like,
There you go.
yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, good, smaller hop, 4, 5, switch foot, coming back. Here, 1, good. Actually, let me go right in here, here. 2, good. 3, 4, 5. So don't try to get both feet. I said 1, 2, 1. Yep.
That's what happens when my legs are kind of dragging right now. It's like, where's the hop? It's like, come on.
Even if it's just that little bit. So imagine my fist.
All right.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mirror your stance. So you're gonna go 1. There you go. Here, 2, good. 3, 4, good. 5, last one. Good job, other side. Here. 1, good. Yep. 2. That's it. Getting those legs. 3, 4, 5. Good job.
Right in this line.
Yeah. So now what I want you to do is I want you to hop at an angle. So we're just going to go sideways. So all you're going to do is as you're going here, we're going to kind of go diagonal. So as I'm going here, one, good, let me square back up. You're ahead
Let
of the
me keep
game,
going.
yeah. So let's go, let's start all the way over here, and then when we come around, you're gonna turn around, we'll just go to the left leg. So as you're going here, angle, one, good. Let me square up, two, good. Three, good. Four, more, five, actually one more. Six, good. Now the other side. Yep, so left, oh no, we're gonna do the same side, so we're going same side, and we'll just go here, put the same leg forward. That way we'd go back the same way, and then coming, the other leg will go the opposite side. One, good, getting six, two, good. Three, good. I see it now, four, good job. Five, one more. Six, perfect. Now, let's just start over here, we'll go left leg forward.
So I have my left leg forward.
Yep. Nope, so other, or your right leg forward, sorry, because your left leg was forward on this one.
Right.
So this way we're gonna go at that towards that garage. So we're gonna go six. One, good, yep, the small hop, so try to get closer to my body. Two, yeah, see, exactly. This is, by the time you're coming in, we're gonna start adding the counter strikes to that. Three, yeah, whether it's the face, the gut. Four, good. And then five, one more. Six, yes, because you see how close you are now?
Mhm.
Now your tools are in there. Same thing, we'll keep that left leg forward. Or, yeah. Yep. All right, so here. One, good. Two, that's it. Three. Four, one more. Five, actually, no, one more. Boom, six. Okay, so now we're gonna link them two together. So as soon as you hop in, you're gonna say you throw a punch, right? So if I'm your right punch, so I'm gonna go, if you go to the right punch, what I want you to do is right, you're gonna touch the gut
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna pivot and then you're gonna hook with the left hook. So I'm just at an angle. I wanna be here. So by the time I hop in, you throw that punch. One, I'm touching here. Two, I'm coming back. Just at an angle. So I'm going from and making an L. So we're just gonna go nice and slow. We'll stay back on this, so this way you have no tape line. And geez, yeah, so as you're gonna punch in, you're gonna come in simultaneously. This one goes to my gut. And so as you're here, that goes to the gut, that hook comes here, you're gonna face your shoulders this way.
I'm gonna be squared up with you
Yep.
on your side.
Exactly, that way you're like right in the pocket. So as I go here, gut, and then square up, there you go, one. So same thing here. Then square up, boom, we'll move that back leg. That way you're in it, yes, because now look at the targets, you're there, I have to change my direction. So same thing. Good. But then move that back leg, yep. So as soon as this comes back, we're just back.
I'm just pivoting.
You're just pivoting, and you don't have to be that far, but as long as you're pivoting, you're creating two angles. So a hop in, good, yep, but that was too quick. Here, one. There you go. See as that works, and then just having
So
that.
this pivot is when I'm throwing.
Yep, and then all you're gonna do is just imagine arm wrestling. Yep. So as that comes in, one, here, good. And then keep this leg heavy, because that's the motor. Boom, when it comes back. If this is up high, where your arm punch. So try to get those legs working. More. Yes, there you go. Boom. Oh, yep, but then just moving that back leg. So we're making the front and the opposite. We're connecting the two, the lead hand or the rear hand and the lead foot, and then the hook, lead hand, and then the rear foot. So it's a lot of it's a lot more than just two things. Boom, there you go. Right in that here. Boom, boom, good. Good job. Now try to focus on that middle knuckle. So when you hit just that way, because then we're gonna do the same thing on the bag. Boom, boom, good. Two more. Good. One more. Good. Now the other side.
Okay, so one,
And so as this goes here, you're gonna hop in, boom, and you're gonna push back on that leg. And then that one comes back. And then just like swim into that, as long as that's okay in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopping in, good. Then pivot, yes, good. And middle two knuckles, or middle knuckle. There you go. So see how this one's coming here? So I want to feel this before I feel your fist.
Oh, you want the.
Yes, I want these top two by that. That's it.
down.
Yep. See how that's hitting first?
Uh-huh.
And even if it hits anywhere in my hand, that's the first thing that's gonna hit. And then I'm gonna catch it with your other knuckles. That's where it's gonna be like your knuckles are dead on point. On point. And this is, I'll tell you a story from what talking. Good. Yep. Right in that side. He was out at a bar with his buddies. And he's all, every time he goes out, people are calling him for self-defense. I was always, are fighting because he's a bigger, really good-looking kid. But I'll tell you, I can't.
Yeah.
So let's go 5. Boom. Yep. So recoil. So as that comes in, make contact. So this way you're pulling and you're hopping in. Boom. Because right there, bam, that's right on the chin. So you're getting a gut and then the chin just by angling off. There you go. But see how that middle knuckle,
Yeah.
that or this knuckle came in? So work on just, yep, like you're swimming into that. There, that's it. Good. 3. That's it. Good. And keeping pivoted, keeping those legs bent. Good job. You see how that, now don't turn your head onto the push by extending that hook.
I
Just snap like that arm wrestle. You're not taking his arm off the table. You're just bringing his arm down.
okay, so
Is this-
I need to not throw
Yep.
the shoulder up.
Yes, and that's probably what's, yeah, I
That's
just
what
want
I'm
you to
doing. I'm moving out. I
Yep.
just need to.
just get this motion right in here. Man, but Hawkins, so he was out at a bar on Friday night, like he works 12-hour shifts, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, that sounds like my son-in-law too, he's all, there's no off times, and it was boring, but he goes out and has a drink with his buddies, and these guys were eyeballing him, and then they go to a restaurant, or not a restaurant, like a food truck to get like some food, and he doesn't drink any hard stuff, because he's gonna get in trouble.
Right. You're still a Marines, right?
He's in the
Navy,
Navy. He's a
right.
rescue swimmer right now. So he was like, yeah, these guys were on here. And he's like, Jimmy, I did exactly what you did. There was 4 of them, and they catch him alone because his buddies went over to go to another food truck, and they're like, hey, what? And he was like, and he knew, and he was like, oh, after he knew it, he said, instead of throwing them at the face, he threw it at their phone, at his foot, and the guys looked down and boom, he hit him and knocked out the guy, and then he was ready to go for the other 3 guys, and they're like, hey, no, what? And he was like, who's next? And he was like, yup, and then he started lining them up, like in the line, because I was all, think about it, like, you don't want to be out in the middle, so he's all, Jimmy, that stuff worked so good, I was like, yeah, but like.
So basically he pivoted so that they all had to like turn towards it,
Yeah.
but they're in a line as opposed to being like right
Yeah,
here.
and there's 3 other.
Yeah, so you gotta move to one side to
Yep.
get them lined up.
And he's all, the first one comes in and he was ready and he didn't even, I was all, one hit. I was like, yeah, I was all, believe me, I feel those one hits and it's not fun, especially when you're going no pads, but he's all, yeah, I hit him and he was out cold. And I was like, that's one and done. And I was all, that is the beauty of it, not to go in there, but when you're numbered and this is like, no, if you hit him accurate, you don't have to worry about, he's gonna hit you. So you might as well get them. And especially when you're not becoming like an ass to it. Like if you're going around like being a jerk about it, then yeah, this is gonna be a little different ordeal. We'll put your gloves on this one, but yeah, he was like, yeah, it happened so fast, and I was like, that was good
Nice
to hear. And I was like, he was able to walk around, and I was like, he's still, and I took a picture because he had his last breakfast when he was down there, but I was like, dude, and he put on like 40 pounds, or not 40 pounds, like 20 pounds of muscle. But that's Hawking right there.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, 210. That's my son-in-law.
Uh-huh.
And Olivia.
Oh,
So
cute.
yep, her and then
Cute.
oldest daughter or
Uh-huh.
Sasha, yeah, but and to top it off, we were standing there and the bird shitted on her head. I was like, what are the odds? Like literally right on the coolik. I was like, or cowlick or whatever
Yeah.
on the head. It was the funniest thing, but it was like, he's like, man, we thought we were under. I was under the thing because it was raining. So this one I want you to go with a hard cross and a more accurate hook. So when you hop in, all I want, one, two, and then just staying around the back. One, two, and a little hook. See, I'm swiveling out, so I'm not gonna be completely in. So if we're going to the left side, all I'm gonna do is I'm coming in right hook, and then this lead foot is hooking and pointing. But don't have this way over here. See, I'm off balance, because then we're
So,
gonna redo
so
that.
when you're coming in, you're actually stepping a
Yep.
little bit to the side.
Exactly,
Like
yep,
that, and then you're,
yep. And then from there, stay in that pocket, pivot.
okay, so you're,
There you go. Now step to stay right there. Now you're gonna go in a circle. So step in with a cross, good. And then pivot with the hook. Yep, but don't extend. See how that hook?
yeah,
And see how this is kind of your cockeye?
right.
So as soon as this extends, boom,
Oh.
short. And then you're resetting this, so you're gonna line up for a second. Boom, boom, right there.
Right, so
Yep, but hop into the side. So that first movement, cross, hook, there you go. And just keep that foot, don't move that left foot now, pivot. There you go. Now step to the side, cross, pivot. Good, but hook. Oh yeah, that was a hook. Never mind. Cross, pivot with a hook, good. Good. One more time, all the way around. Excellent. Last one. Good. Perfect. When you see how that pivot, it's just that little bit. Now, switching the other foot, we're gonna go in. So that left cross, boom, right hook. So it's just a matter of this, boom, working. When this foot lands here, this hand's here because now I'm already in a place of whatever I need to go through. That cross, good. And swivel, pivot, good. That's it.
um,
Yep. Nope, left cross. As a side step, yep, right hook. There you go. One more lap run. Good. Straight stance. Good. Stay low, keep that, push that lead foot. There you go, that lead foot. Perfect. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do is I'm gonna charge you. And I want you to remove this guy out of the way. And you're gonna hit on the pad, hit the chest. And then once, or hitting where the target's at, as soon as I go here and then I'm gonna turn it, then you're gonna have to hit the hook. So if I'm whatever sense, so let's see, you're gonna go, what side do you wanna go with?
so this will be my hook, right?
Yep, yep, no, so that's gonna be your cross. So you're gonna hop to the side, boom, now hook. Nope, yep, no, and just go fast. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go right here. I can go, just you're gonna cross step and then hook. Go, boom. There you go, right there. Ready, go. Good. There it is. Good. Now I'm gonna add a little friend defense at the end.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you when. That's it. Good. Yep, so move the whole body. There you go. See how that comes through? It comes over. Good. Yep. Good. Now, we're gonna add one more. We're gonna go with the rear uppercut. Hook, or excuse me, cross hook uppercut.
With this,
Yep, uppercut on the last one with that one.
so it's not my lid, so it's my.
Your rear, yep, so
Okay.
cross, hook, uppercut. Boom, there you go. And actually, no noodle in here. We're just gonna put this combo in. Boom, 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 good. Now try to pivot that back foot on that hook, just go in there. And there you go, go to work. Boom, boom. Good. That's it. I'm good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna be moving like as if we're sparring, and I want you to throw those 3 combos on the same sense. I'm gonna give me water. We're gonna go a minute and we're gonna do that specific combo. Cross hook uppercut, cross hook uppercut. It's free sock adjustments.
Right.
All right, ready? 1 minute. Starts 3, 2, 1, go. Good. I might hip only, so if I throw a punch. Good. Yep, keep those feet right. There you go. Good. 30 seconds. Good. Get up. Those feet, have those feet. Just move those feet. There you go. The head moves automatically. 20 seconds left. Good. Ten seconds. Move those feet. Bring that back foot with you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good job. So you see how once you're in the pocket, you stay in the pocket going to work. But as soon as you move your foot, then we'll go all the way out. We'll go through on the other side. 2.
And your arm.
Good, good, good. It's a good forearm workout.
Oh.
This one's okay. It's just, like I said, it's just those mitts and those, the shields, like,
It's the.
yeah, well, this one gives a lot. So it's just this part. It's not out here. Like once this goes here, those days I think are hanging up the ropes. And that's what I told them, like, when you're, because I'm gonna send them to LA, but I was like, these guys are, the instructor's a little, he's a great fighter, but he do not do anything business wise. Do not give him, take cash, take limited cash, do not give him your driver's license. Don't give them any identity, because I had fraud in this. I was, long story short, I was ready to kill this guy because I had $10 million in debt and I had 5 houses and all these cars, but he's a great fighter. But I was like, no, you're not going to go down these steps. Like, go down here, cash only, call him before, make sure it's legit. But he also trains some of the top fighters. So that's the only reason why you want to test your skills, to see what it's like. San Diego is way different than LA. No, I mean, there's some badass people in San Diego, but LA is just a whole different game and different intensity.
Oh.
You know what I mean? They're on more on the streets, a lot less like harder, but I was also like, I mean, not harder, it's just these guys have been, they're not like, they came from the gangs and the street life and that
Thanks for
hard living.
fighting.
That's the thing. I was like, you're gonna see street fighters, you're gonna see MMA fighters, and you're gonna see professional fighters. Like all the pro fighters before their UFC fights, they go and see Antonio. And Antonio was good, but he's also fought in the UFC. He's also, his son's fights in Bellator, and it was just like, I just don't want nothing in here, because I just like, I've known you since a kid. You're like my other son, but I just don't. You take 3 of your Navy buddies with you. That way you guys can all train, like 3 of them that are going in. You guys go round robin with all these fighters and test your skills, because even though you're not going to be fighting in MMA, but this one you see hand-to-hand combat with legit
Guys
fighters.
that are good, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
not like guys that are,
Not like guys in your unit or something
Yeah.
like that.
well, when he was out here, he wanted to fight. I was like, there's not enough skills for what and I can't do it. Like I did it, but I was like, I'm at the tail end and I'm pulling my punches back. These guys are not gonna pull their punches back, but you're gonna be able to not have to pull your punches back either. It's still gonna be because these fighters fight. There's a difference. Like, there's like three elements of fighting. There's guys that can do focus work and man, pretty as heck. You can hear the pop. There's precision, their accuracy. Then there's guys that can hit the shit out of the bags. And then there's guys that can't do these two very good, but then they can spar. And that's to me is what matters most.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't want
Get rid
to.
of bag trying, Mike.
Exactly. And that's what I told him. I was like, now you're about to see what fighters fight. And you're gonna see his fluence of all this. Because I was gonna have him come to Ben before the gym. Like I was borderline, but I was like, he has a foul mouth that I'm like, we're gonna see a little bit of a language barrier, but there's definitely no kids around. Cause it's like every other word is bitch, motherfucker, this, that. And I was like, oh, okay, like, but you're 25 years old and you're about, and he's, oh, yeah, I know some of the guys at the gym are training in that is, yeah, but these guys are not like,
These are gym rats.
yeah, these guys are from the streets and they have, and do not take them anywhere, do not have, give them a ride. You don't want to be in that situation. I don't want them to drop any drug, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right,
There's just all these things that I know who and where you're going at and make sure you're secure, make sure don't leave no valuables, you cover up everything, like park as close to the gym, that way you're in and out and don't hang around, don't linger, don't gossip. Once you're done, oh, we gotta get back to base, my time's up, because it's a 2.5 hour drive on with no traffic, so imagine once traffic, and I was like, ooh, you're probably like, 3 or 4 hours. We'll make it a day where you're gonna be down there and this will be, he's got probably 20 to 30 fighters at a time,
Wow.
which is like, yeah, and I was like, you're gonna be one of the, and they need sparring partners.
Sure.
But I sent one guy down there and he's like, no, hell no. He's all, I didn't even, he's all, I was like, he just stood there and watched. I was like, dude, here's your opportunity to fight with real fighters. And he didn't fight with, I was like, so no, it was just, they were like, I was like, well, they're fighting. There's a difference. It's not pretty, but if you can do this fight, well, this is gonna only prepare you for your.
What are they wearing? Are they wearing
Yep,
MMA gloves?
MMA gloves, yeah.
Yeah.
Shin pads, but like they know how to hit, they know how to fight, and they hit. And I mean, some of them's bigger, some of them's smaller, some of them's just out of prison, some of them's just still dealing drugs and dealing that life, but also like anything that's on there, if it gets out of line, like make sure you guys, not that I want you to pack heat, but like don't, because you guys know how to do that, but it's also like that whole atmosphere. That's why I don't want you in there. I want you during the morning, and getting out of there by the afternoon. Like, don't need to stay there past 3 or 4 o'clock because that's when all the bad guys are starting to wake up from all the
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
stuff on Amazon. Because once you've never lived it, you don't want to be out there mingling and then you get out of there. Because the neighborhood's not, it's good, but it's also like you're gonna see a car, you're gonna see white guys in there. So if you got some brothers, take them in there too. Have them in the front seat because if they're thinking you're undercover, you're blue, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
right.
you're a cop, you're going into the hood, which is not like people are gonna be like eyeballing you up and down. And it's just a whole like element that he wants more training. But I was like, here's a person, but you can keep them at a
Realize the
distance.
environment you're in, it's not.
Yeah, these are not your friends. These are not the guys they want. If they get something out of you, you can be in their sparring and then mutual, and then he can also have resources of where the other fights are at if he wanted to fight. Because I'm not in that network anymore, and I was like, nope. That way you can find out all of that. But yeah, sorry, there was a whole different life. So
Right.
let's go like all three, and we'll just go slow. Actually, I gotta go with this one. I can't do it with that. So we're gonna go same thing, that cross, boom, hook, uppercut. Yep. Perfect. Yep, cross. Hook, uppercut. Yep. So as that on there, just get this motion coming in. You just hold it like that. There you go. See, as that. So imagine once this goes boom, boom. Because you see you're hitting it into place where his chin comes up, where you're knowing where all three are coming at. There you go. See how quick? Now use your legs instead of your arms. And as this goes in, so cross. There you go. And pivot. Yep, pivot on that hook. just a little bit. Yep, we moved that last leg. Boom, just a little bit. Yep, but see how this one, so once you're going in here, boom, boom.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
pivot on that side,
Yeah.
just a little bit, like, just to get that motion. There you go, that's it, now your hook's in line, instead of you trying to throw your hook when you're squared up, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So when I'm pivoted, oh, bam,
Yeah, I'm more, it's
You're-
coming across my body, it's
Exactly.
coming more naturally.
yep. There you go. Yep, yeah, so stays.
Right.
So see how, just a little bit, you don't have to go hard and just take your time, don't rush through it. Boom, pivot. Boom, good. Good. Good, but add that second pivot. Oh, right there, and then move, yep, so that was staying stationary, so. Move. You see how that one's staying? Just that little bit, 2 inch, move, 2 inches, boom, yep, but before. So imagine, yes, that's it, boom, boom, imagine that hop, so when I'm going in, I'm hop, boom, 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 I'm already in place. So it's like a 2 hop thing, 1, 2, boom, and I'm already in place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go, that was it. Good. That's it, 5 more, then we're stuck. Good. Look right here. It'll stay on this side. Come on over here. Okay. Boom. Good.
Right.
2 more. Good. Okay, now we're gonna go same thing like sparring all the way through. Ready? Here we go. 3. So if I'm kicking, boom, yep, go. Good. Go. Good. Go. Yep. So if I'm angle, remember hop back, hop to the side. Nope.
Oh,
So hop to the side. Boom. That cross. There you go. Up to the side. Yes, yes. Boom. Up to the side. Good. 30 seconds. Side. Yes. Good. 15 seconds. Good. 3. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more good ones. There you go. 1 more. Good job. That's a lot harder to going in. So now we're gonna go 1 minute. You're gonna grab some water. And we're gonna go like where you're gonna spar, and I want you to focus in on hitting on those body, hit my shot, hit my chest, ribs. And this way, you can pick whatever side stance you want. And we're just gonna go that same thing, but now I'm gonna punch, but I want you to try to hit, actually, yeah, you're gonna hit the gloves. Uh, Ready? 3, 2, 1. So any of them, anything you can, but I want you to try to get that combo in. Make contact. Boom, boom, good. There you go. Just get really contact to the head. There you go. Good. That's it. Good. Good, good, good job. Good, good. 30 seconds. Yes, anyway, good job. You got it 10 seconds. Yes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good work. How do you feel? So see how this breathing? That's the number one thing. So one sparring, you're like going for like the 100 yards sprint with
No air.
no air. You're right. I'm going. But as a sparring, I want you to try to just, because it's not going hard, but you see you're learning the skills that you're moving. Your hands were on point. They were 1, 2, 3. They weren't like, oh, even if you got hit, it was here, but it wasn't like you got hit, but you were able to keep your conscious of, oh, I gotta do this. I'm in and out. You know what I mean? Good job, man. Ah. Yeah, this was a very fun